I don't know where this came from. Archer once again has dug up some stuff. I think this is like in one of the... I don't know where he dug these up, but there's a bunch more. I want to talk about this first, though. Earliest known prototype of One Piece, then called Forward, has been unearthed, dating to circa 30 years ago. Now, big warning right up front. This is a prototype. Nothing about this should be relevant. Theoretically. Now that I've said that, there are a lot of things, a lot of core ideas that always remain in the story. You know how I always say, usually, at least in my experience from the stories I've read, usually authors know the start, they know the end, they fill in the middle. So, with some of these ideas, I think they haven't changed. As seen by the fact that stuff like the Gomu Gomu exists, right? By Luffy's hat, a lot of these things, they look different, but the core ideas underneath are the same thing. For example, the tree spirit. I think originally the tree spirit, like in this prototype, it was supposed to be something much simpler. It was probably just supposed to be a wacky tree that Luffy gets a fruit from, and the fruit has magical abilities. Originally, I don't think this tree spirit was supposed to be anything massive. Now, on the other hand, because I do think this tree spirit idea is still there. I absolutely think so. We have too many, like, significant trees in the story for there, in my mind, not to be some sort of core idea underneath that. And I responded to this tweet. I already did. Tree spirit, as in Yggdrasil, as in the ELBAF tree, as in the Well of Mimir, and one thing I didn't add here. Tree spirit, Mimir, at the bottom of the world tree. You know what happens there? I've talked about it 100 times. You know what happens there? Odin gives up his eye. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen. But I'm also kind of saying, I think there might be something to it. I'm not gonna use this in any of my theories, just so we're clear. Because I was thinking, why would this like initial prototype be called Forward? Because I don't know. The thing that like gets me is this was the line, if I hit rock bottom, then that just seems I gotta start anew. There was another, was this in another one? The strongest people are those who can laugh at their own weaknesses, right? And I was thinking maybe like the whole moving forward thing could be like maybe initially, because by the way, the thing that also catches me right out the bat is these shoes. These are like the typical almost, there's a reason why Link has them. It's like the typical fantasy adventure spiky shoes, right? But the thing that got me about the Forward and this thing, like laughing at yourself and hitting rock bottom and just moving forward. I gotta keep moving forward. Maybe like originally One Piece was supposed to be like a bit of a darker story, and like the levity from it was supposed to be the fact that like Luffy gets through it through like jokes almost, right? And that's what this superpower would have been. We are obviously seeing a version of that in the present One Piece story, right? Like it gets extremely dark, but at the end of the day, the thing that saves everything is Joy Boy, you know, the Liberator, Luffy. So again, it's that core idea that I think is definitely there. But man, do I think this tree spirit thing, what if Frankie gives up an eye, he could easily replace it? I don't think it would be Frankie. And the reason why I don't think it would be Frankie is, number one, I've gone in circles about this, as you know. I first thought that after we learned about the flashback and about like the first pirate with Joy Boy, I thought, okay, my theory is dead in the water. Get it? Dead in the water. Very funny. Dead in the water because like obviously Oda would have kept it for the first pirate, right? Like it just makes sense. But at the same time, Luffy stabbing his eye. That is like the most random thing you could ever write in a story. Like right underneath your eye. And then I think, what if we go full circle with proving your bravery, just like he already has done once? I don't know. There's like a bit more of these. Had in mind the Gomu Gomu having a will of its own is that it always always laughing all the time 30 years ago is insane. The concept of Nika May could be more recent, but the core idea was always there. Yes, and by the way, this, I'm gonna use this as ammunition for the fact that changing the fruit was a retcon. Just putting it out there again. In Japanese culture, a thief is often associated with a Madana. Yeah. I don't think this is just Japanese culture, because this is also, like, relatively local to me, too. It's possible, since Luffy was originally meant to be a thief, a role Nami later inherited, that the Gomu Gomu's pattern may have been based on his original banana. Maybe. Originally, Nami was meant to be the first crewmate that joined, and Zoro didn't exist. He actually did. I can see how Archer might get confused here. The reason why he's not in here is just because he got lost. So when this picture was taken, Zoro was just lost. So I can see why he got confused, but it's actually wrong. What's this? New sketches by 2023 Oda. Oh, this is for Monster. Okay. Early prototypes of what would become Zoro and Sanji. Romeo. Have big appetite. Fight each other even in the worst circumstances. Dragon. King. Stop it already! And this is like the evolution of designs. Why did Luffy look so depressed? Naruto. Well, this just, I've seen this before. This looks like Levi. Like, whenever I see this picture, I think it's just Levi. What the hell is Chopper? Oh my god, can you see I don't think you can. What the hell is Chopper? Jesus Christ. Where's my face? What in the bloody hell is Chopper? Also, why is Robin just scribbles? Is that the first time you see that picture? This entire thing, like in a collage, yes. I've seen this though before. Because I know, like, this is the original design of Nami with, like, the robot hand, right? Like this one right here. I've seen a few of these, but, like, not all of them. What type of fruit is the Gum Gum fruit? Because he specifically calls it out as a melon. The fruit he stole was an apple, not a melon. Maybe there's, like, some sort of biblical themes there of it being an apple, not a melon? I don't know. Melons, do melons by definition? Probably not, right? Like, melons, by definition, don't grow on a tree. An apple grows on a tree. So, it could also maybe tied into this tree spirit stuff. I'm gonna Google this now. Because these definition things, to me, they're dumb, but I wanna make sure. Melons. By definition, I don't think it's like some sort of weird exception that it's a tree. It's a berry, yes. Exactly. No, wait, what? Okay, no, it's about the meaning of the word. Okay. So a melon is a berry. Good. Is what I thought. There isn't some weird shenanigans. So it may have to do with the tree spirit, who is 5,008 years old. Early group sketch of the Straw Hats. Let me look that up. Early sketch of the Straw Hats. Oh, I think I have seen this before. This is very low res. This is higher res. Let's look at this. Oh my god, my poor boy. Oh my god, my poor boy. My poor boy. What did they do? Oh my god. Oh my god, my poor boy. Looks so cursed. Oh my god. Chopper looks better. What are you What are you yapping about? I'm not gonna put a lot of stock into this, but I do think, like, for all of your theories, if you ever have any, keep this in mind. Don't take this as some sort of, like, confirmation or anything, but just keep in mind that there were fundamental ideas. Because I think ideas surrounding the devil fruits and surrounding these tree spirits and stuff like that, I don't think they've changed. I think a lot around them has changed, but nothing fundamentally about them has changed. Especially, like, the fact that Luffy still has the D in his name, you know? Like, that's, like, the biggest thing. Like, the idea of the D in his name is still there. Like, his name has changed, but Monkey D is still there, is the same thing. Why is it that way? That all of these different little things have changed, but those have stayed consistent. This is where I want to rope in the theory that Nika could be a monkey. Could also be fun. Or Joy Boy, even. I think the whole Monkey D thing is like... And that's what I mean, like, small details like that have remained consistent, I think are important to keep in mind for all of your... Not like short-term theories, but massive theories. Like the fact that the fruit he stole is an apple, not a melon. Why is it like that? You know? Just keep these things in mind. Why? One's a tree, one's a berry. Why? So I don't know. Why? So you were abandoned. Wow! It's giving me like a very weird, The shoes are definitely like Link, but the rest of his outfit feels like a bit more modern. Maybe it's just because it's like a rough drawing, but like the sleeves and everything, it almost feels modern. More modern than One Piece actually is. Also, this might have been Axe and Morgan right here.